Friends, subscribers, and viewers, Wall Hiker here, and what you're seeing is something I just had to try. Earlier this week, Hiram Cook on his YouTube channel did some old-fashioned baking, and he was quite successful with it, and it was something I just had to try. What was different was videos in the past you've seen using alcohol stoves. We've used beer can pots to create steam to do baking, and with the beer can pot, the water creating the steam would prevent direct heat from actually burning up the pot. So the steam heat method was more or less to conserve a beer can pot. Well, what Hiram did was just basically use good old-fashioned alcohol stove heat, direct heat, in a pot, and did some baking that way. So I wanted to go ahead and do this. I'm using the Krusty's Wild Blueberry Muffin Mix, and this recipe you just simply add water. I'm using a silicone muffin cup, and this will hopefully take the heat. It says that you can use up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, so hopefully the direct heat from the Trangia stove won't burn up the cup. What Hiram used was a PC power supply fan cover, and what he did was he bent down the bolt holes. See that there? And what this does is raise and create an airspace between the bottom of the pot and the mixture that you're baking, so it doesn't burn the cup. And we'll go ahead and put that inside this pot. And this pot is a stainless steel pot, so I'm hoping that the stainless steel pot will take the direct heat without warping. So this is the first time I'm going to try this, and you can see the fan cover down at the bottom. You go ahead and put that, or let's do this. Let's put the muffin cup on the bottom there, and we will go ahead and light. The stove I'm using is a Trangia that I've modified. I'm using an external feed alcohol source. You've seen this on a previous video of mine, and in the middle of the Trangia is carbon felt. So this is basically a carbon felt external fed Trangia stove. You see the hose here going into the base of the Trangia. I did a video on this last year, and a couple people commented, you know, why would you modify a stove that works so well, a proven system? Something I just had to try, and you know, I know that I've pretty much defaced a very nice and successful stove, but I do have another that's not modified, and I also have an original. This is the alcohol stove, a Trangia, out of my Swedish Army mess kit. So as a Trangia purist, I am one, with both the original, a Spirit, and one that I've modified. So I hope I don't get too much more flack for that. Gonna go ahead and light this. One thing that the carbon felt helps with the stove, I can go ahead now and use this, and it will blossom here in a little bit, but now I can just go ahead and use that. I'm going to go ahead and start this. Put the lid on this. And using Hiram's video as a base, This will probably take about 15 minutes. It did with his, so I'm going to use that as a standard. Okay, we're at 15 minutes, and that was the standard, or the time that Hiram took to bake his muffin. I'm going to go ahead and put this out and see what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to use this silicone baking sheet to hold this. Remove the lid here. Nice. Move that over. Not bad, actually. 15 minutes. Wow. Wow, that does look good. All this is very hot, so I have to be careful here. But I do want to position this so that you can see this a lot better. Looking really good. So the standard that Hiram set, 15 minutes with an alcohol stove. I think it's it. Yum. So there you have it. Regular baking by Hiram Cook, with Wall Hiker trying it out. I think it's a success. Again, thanks Hiram. And thanks for watching.